Alright guys, this is Nordrammus here, coming at you again with another video, and today I want to talk all about comebacks. Now if there's one thing that every single League of Legends player loves, without a doubt, is making a comeback. When you're thousands of gold down, you've been losing the whole game, out of nowhere, 50 minutes in the game, you just make an ace. You make an ace, you run it down mid, and you take the enemy nexus. That is one of the best feelings in League, and I want to tell you how you can get more of these feelings by making more of these comebacks in your League games. Now, as a disclaimer to this video, obviously these tips are not going to work for 100% of your games. Sometimes you can't make a comeback, but there are definitely things you can do to give yourself a better chance of coming back in the game, and that's what I want to teach you today. So I might as well kick this off straight away with my first tip, and that's going to be, you need to look at your team, look at the enemy team, and say, who's got the late game comp? Depending on the answer to this question will affect how you need to play the game to come back in it. So if you find out that you're behind and you have a late game team comp, you're in an okay position, because what you need to do at this point is stop dying, number one, and stall out the game. Now if you have a better late game comp, what that really means is that every single CS you get is more valuable to you when it comes to the late game than it is on an earlier game team comp. As this is the case, it is okay to actually give up some CS to make sure that you don't die. If you have to only farm your turret and lose some CS in the lane, that's okay. If you have to maybe leave your tower, let it go, so you can farm at your second tower, that's okay. Because your late game team comp, if you have lower CS numbers, you can still be just as effective when it comes to the late game, or even more effective. Added to this, if you're a late game team comp, the second really big mistake I see these team comps making is they really try and contest dragons even when they're behind. If you're a late game team comp and the enemy early game team comp goes and takes dragon, that is free time for you to get back in the game by getting some CS. Yes, they may get that extra movement speed from Cloud Drake. Yes, they may get lucky and get an Infernal Drake, gets more stats. But if you get to the late game, honestly, you should be stronger. So you just have to wait. It's all you can do, because honestly, if you try and contest that dragon, there's going to be like a 90% chance you're just going to ace and they're going to get the dragon and some turrets, and it's just going to totally snowball the game out of control. But now if we're going to look at the flip side of this, if you're an early game team comp and you fall behind against a late game team comp, this is where making a comeback can become a lot more messy. What you want to do in this case is everyone group up basically as 5, and you want to shove all your wards in one place, in all your wards in just one quadrant of the jungle. And all you're looking to do at this point is trying to make picks in that one single area. You won't have the strength to fight big team fights in lanes or anything because you're behind in gold and items, but you will have the opportunity to make picks, and that is the only way you're going to really come back into this game. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard the term Clown Fiesta before, especially if you watch a lot of streamers or anything. Clown Fiesta is basically when no one knows what's going on. And honestly, if you're an early game team and you fall behind against a late game team, you have to kind of create a Clown Fiesta. That is the way to come back into the game. You got to try and set up picks and just sort of keep fighting, but fight smart fights around vision that you set. And stop feeding them like random kills in lane. You've got to basically just group up as 5, because as 5, you still have a chance because you're an early game team. You've got those early game skills and abilities. You want to group up as 5, try and get picks with any vision you can get. And once you get the picks, once you get 1 or 2 kills, and there's still 5 of you up, that's when you want to get turrets and hopefully get a gold lead back in this game and swing it back in your favour. Turrets are definitely more important in this stage of the game than dragons, because dragons are more of a late game scaling kind of thing, by giving you lots of stats or by giving you movement speed for rotations. Dragons are more of a late game objective, whereas turrets give you immediate gold, give you immediate power to get straight back into this game and start the snowball rolling the other way. Now the last point I want to touch on, and honestly this goes for any team, is that Baron is the #1 objective that people make massive throws on, that you can easily make a comeback on or throw the game on. Around the 20-minute mark, when Baron Nashor spawns, Baron will be doing as much or more than some ADCs in the game at the time. This means that even if you're behind, even if you're 4v5, there's a good chance that you can turn a really good team fight or make a good Baron steal if the enemy team decides to start the Baron. Now one tip to really get this fight started is that if you're behind, blue wards are amazing. You want to switch your train to the blue ward as soon as you hit level 9 if you're behind. If your team has just 2 or 3 blue wards, you can ward enough bushes to safely enter the Baron pit and see the enemy teams doing it, which will give you enough information to run in there and potentially start a fight or make a Baron steal play. And a Baron play is definitely one of the best ways to make a comeback in a game. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video today, guys. I was inspired to make this video because honestly, I've been making quite a few comebacks recently. Thanks to the Alpha Client's new system in which I can watch back all my old games without any bugs or anything, I should be able to maybe get some of these videos up online for you guys. I may record some commentary for them. I'm pretty new to live commentary. I'm not that good at it, but I want to get better at it, so I'm going to probably practice with some videos like that. Maybe I'll bring one like that tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. Please drop a like if you enjoyed the video. It really does help me out, as I say. And hopefully I'll see you again for another video.